Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am TGZ, and in this video we are going to go over a new weapon. So finally I have gotten one after a couple of months, so I'm going to go over the one right over here. So this is going to be the Claw of the Dragon Queen. So yes, so the Claw of the Dragon Queen is quite powerful, unique, and since it has some effects that are first for adventurers, but this also means that there's a bit of explanation needed in regards to those effects. So one in particular is going to be Blow Away, which is used by the two major abilities of this particular weapon. But yeah, so I really want to go ahead into this. So right over here, we're going to have the weapon. So it's going to have a attack power of 173. Then over here, in terms of what you get for leveling, you're going to get at level 1 plus 5 to attack power if this is equipped on a dragon, plus 10 agility if equipped on a ninja. Then down over here, for level 35, you're going to have plus 5 damage to dragon, plus 5% damage to dragons. Level 40, plus 5% damage to zombies. And then at level 45, we're going to have plus 12 to attack power if you have expertise with claws. So this particular weapon is a claw. So yeah, like I said before, I want to go into the abilities of this weapon. I want to go over the effects first. So pretty much in regards to the two main breath attacks, there's a rare chance that the enemies can be blown away. So again, that's going to be Fukitobashi. So if you remember that, that's one where you actually pretty much one of your character gets knocked out of the battle but comes back later. But in this case, the enemies that get blown away will be considered to have 0 HP, therefore defeated. So that's going to be a very big difference here. And then there are going to be monsters that have resistances to blow away depending on their monster type and game contents, and include the following. So for in this case, quest boss monsters, treasure map treasure monsters, and boss monsters from those. Then also Hokura monsters as well. Then also there are going to be monsters that are going to be immune to the effects of blow away and are going to be the following. So those are going to be your metal type monsters, question marked monsters, mega monsters, giga monsters, high difficulty and super high difficulty quest monsters, and the super continuous dungeon monsters. So other than these particular enemies that I mentioned, there might actually be some others that are immune or have resistances to the blow away that are not mentioned here. After that, we're also going to have an ability called Love Slap, which is going to have the ability to fear. In the case of fear, it's actually going to have, if the enemy has a protective shield on or something similar to it, they will be immune to the effects of fear. But again, if fear is already on the enemy and then you kind of get fear, you fear them again, this does not extend the duration of the fear debuff. So then one other thing that I want to go over real quickly is over here. You can see that the souls that I have, they're all going to be dragon types. So this is actually important for the sudden activation ability for this weapon. So that is going to be called Dragon Soul. So with that, I will actually go over in just a little bit. So now I want to go into a battle and check out the abilities here. So let's see, the first one, let's see, right over here. Okay, so here I'm actually at my ninja, but over here you can see my dragon. So my dragon's going to have 3 different buffs. One is going to be the buff that it has as a dragon, and then the other 2 are going to be the sudden activation abilities. So the first one, the one that's going to be in the middle over here, this one is going to be called Energy Flow. So with this is going to cost 4% of the max MP of the character, and then consuming 4% to their max MP at the start of the battle. The limit of the wielder's max HP and max MP is increased by 20%. This is going to last 4 turns. Then over here on the buff on the right, which you can see that has max, this is going to be called Yu no Kokoro, which is Dragon Soul. So with this is going to cost 20 MP, and with this, if the wielder is equipped with souls from dragon and question mark type enemies, they will gain increases to some basic stats and will recover HP and MP. So with a total of 4 matching souls, the max is going to be 10%. So if you have, for example, one soul that's either dragon or question mark, is going to be worth 3%. If you have 2, 5%, 3, 7%, and then of course with 4, 10% to the basic stats. So this is going to last 3 turns. So with that said, I actually now want to go over the abilities. So the first one, let's see if I can go to my dragon. So right here, so with the first ability I want to go over is going to be right over, let's see, right over here. So this is going to be Ai no hira te uchi, which is going to be Love Slap. This is going to cost 43 MP. So this does about 800% physical technique damage to one enemy, which cannot be guarded nor evaded, and has a chance to fear the enemy with a rare chance to ignore fear resistances and fear the enemy. So this is going to be like this. I'll do it on this here. So in that case, physical damage. But in this case, not feared. So here, I actually want to try that again. So back at my dragon again, right over here. Here I'm going to try Love Slap again. Again, I'm going to try it on the same enemy. So they're a little bit stronger. And they're not feared. But that's actually going to be okay, no problem. So what I'll do is I'll actually just go ahead to the next abilities. Okay, so back with my dragon right over here. So the next ability I want to go over is going to be right here. This is going to be Jo no Toiki, which is going Yami, which is going to be Queen's Breath Darkness. This is going to cost 60 MP, and what this does, it does massive dormant breath damage to all enemies, plus 70 damage to metal type enemies. So that's actually quite good, and has a very rare chance to blow an enemy away. If the wielder of this weapon is a dragon, they have a rare chance to blow an enemy away. So not a very rare chance, but just a rare chance. So that's going to be that there. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do this here. And with that, those enemies are down. But I do want to go over the next ability. So going back to battle now. And so here, the last ability here that I want to go over is going to be very similar to the previous one. This is going to be Jo no Toiki Netsu, which is going to be Queen's Breath Heat. So with this is again going to cost 60 MP, and this time pretty much instead of dormant damage, I'm going to be doing gear damage, but pretty much everything else is going to be the exact same. So this does massive gear breath damage to all enemies, plus 70 damage to metal type enemies, and has a very rare chance to blow an enemy away. The wielder is a dragon, they have a rare chance to blow an enemy away, so going to be like this. So in this case, since this character is actually suited for Dorma, that didn't actually do a whole lot of damage since I don't have any boost to gear damage. But pretty much that's going to be all the abilities from this particular weapon. So not a whole lot in terms of abilities, but very good effects from them. So yeah, definitely this is a weapon that's going to be quite good, especially on the field. So plus 70 damage to metal type enemies. Okay. Yes, so like I was saying, this is actually going to be a very good weapon to be using on the field, especially, for example, paired with the Metal King Sword. So with this Metal King Sword, if a metal enemy appears on the field, you get the chance to actually go first, take your actions before metal enemies, and pretty much this will one-hit kill the metal enemies, I'd say most of them. That and also with the Flow of Destruction, that pretty much almost has somewhat similar effects, except it's not breath damage. But yeah, this is actually going to be very nice for just trying to grinding on the field. So definitely, I probably might try using this in the super high difficulty dungeon, but I might be using the Gira based ability and not the Dorma based one. But yeah, this weapon is actually going to be quite good. In terms of a boss battle, I'm not sure how well it would do, but definitely if you're fighting multiple enemies, this is actually going to be quite good. So with that said, I want to go ahead and end this video here. So definitely I will be going over new things happening in Dragon Quest Walk, and of course, if possible, I would like to actually get new weapons and go over them. I had a drought of pretty much I missed the last 4 weapons or so. So this is the first weapon that I've gotten in the past 2 months or so. So yeah, so thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.